Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. On today's episode, we're going to be unboxing and looking at the new Amazon Astro household robot. What does it do? How much fun can you have with it? What's the purpose? I don't care. It's a robot for your house. But anyway, we're going to be diving into the box today. We're going to be taking a look at everything that comes with it. We're going to be doing a quick setup on it real quick. And then we are going to take a look at a couple of its functionalities. So stick around, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you right after this. All right, everybody, well, welcome back. So here we are sitting behind the box that the Amazon Astro robot comes in. Now, this is a pretty large box. I mean, this, you can see it's not small. And actually, its shipping weight is 35 pounds. So it does appear to be a largish kind of, robot here. But we'll take a look because obviously there's a lot more accessories and stuff in this box than just the robot itself. But anyway, Amazon does a pretty good job of showing you what exactly you have to do to get the robot out of the box. Has instructions right here. Step 1, remove the side clip. Step 2, remove the other side clip. And then step 3, lift the handle. So let's see how well this works. So the first side clip is right here on this side. We're just gonna go ahead and peel back on this tape here. One plastic clip. Two plastic clip. And we should be able to just lift up on this handle. There's some cardboard inserts in there that kind of keep it safe. That's nice. All right, so here we go. Here's the Astro right here. Here is the box. So it says right here, start here. Okay. Oop. That wasn't important. Anyway, it says start here. So as we can see, it says start here, open me first, charger inside, Astro, plug-in charger, wake Astro, follow on-screen steps. So let's go take a look at how that works. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this box here just to see what we have before we get into the process of setting it up. So we're just gonna move Astro over. Wow, that is significantly denser than I thought it would be. Wow, it must have a fairly decent sized battery in this. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive in to this box here. Also, I wanted to point out, now I know that this channel typically is involved with cars and EVs and other things like that. And I know this is a little bit off basis from what we normally do on this channel, but I will admit that this is an EV, okay? We're just gonna say that. It has a battery, right? It's got wheels. It's autonomous, so it's actually a pretty high-end electric vehicle with its autonomous features. So this is an EV. All right, so let's take a look inside of this box here. So it says, let's roll across the box. Pretty nice. We open it up. The Astro welcome kit, like that. That's pretty nice. All right. This appears to be the charger right here. Well, I don't know. I guess we're supposed to start with the welcome kit, maybe. So let's just open this up real quick. Pretty fancy stuff in here. Look at this. Some stickers. Is that all these are? It's just some stickers. Oh yeah. Let's take a look here. So protected by Ring. Now, if you didn't know, Astro has Ring functionalities in it, and by Ring I mean the security camera. It uses Ring, now that Amazon acquired them a few years ago, to monitor your house from the inside. So it actually has a built-in camera in it that'll able to give you live view of what's going on inside the house, which is pretty cool. Of course, a lot of people are concerned about privacy in that situation, but this is completely your choice to have this in your house. So if you are a type of person who's concerned about privacy, then this may not be for you. This it looks like just a quick guide, getting ready, stuff like that, how this works, blah, blah, blah. All right, we'll go through this in a little bit. It's only a few pages. Let's take a look at the base real quick. And I do have a Ring account. I do have a doorbell and a couple cameras. So for me, this will kind of just integrate all together with that Ring account, make this process a little more seamless for me. So here we are. This is the base. All right, so here we go. So that is the base. Has a wire wrap around the back, so you can easily wrap wires, you know, to clean it up a little bit when it comes to the length of cable that you need to plug it into the wall. Things to try with Astro. We'll have to maybe play with that a little bit later. And then this is, yeah, meet Amazon Astro, find a home for its charger. You know, basically plop it into the charger. I guess you go through the setup process. We'll go through all this. So this is one of the add-ons for the back of Astro here. It's actually a cup holder, so you can put a cup in here and he'll drive it to whomever that you want to give that to, or another room per se. Looks like here's the power cord that plugs into the wall. Very good. We'll look at that a little bit later. And that appears to be everything in that box. So let's go ahead and unpack Astro himself now and see what he looks like. All right, so let's see how we get him out of this without breaking anything. Let's see. All right, that's good grip. Looks like this is where we start, unpacking them. There we go. Button guide tells you about the buttons that are up here. I can already see where the little camera is that comes out. Right here, it's like a telescoping camera. Telescoping camera that comes out the top of him. All right, well, this is Astro. So yeah, pretty neat looking. Yeah, so I mean, basically it's two front wheels, two large wheels in the front. There appears to be a, wow, it's very front heavy. There appears to be a wheel on the back, a third wheel that is just like a pivoting wheel just for balance and whatnot. Looks like he has some sensors along the back of him here on the sides and on the back. Probably helps him guide around certain objects in case he's you know, making turns or swinging into things. Looks like there's a USB-C port right here inside of his little cubby area, I guess you could call it, I suppose. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see, on the front here, it looks like he's got some more sensors up front. And then of course he's got his big screen, which is basically acts as his face in a way, because he does have little digital eyes that come up. And yeah, that's where you could use that for communication to other people. You can talk to them, video chat, things like that off the main screen here, which is pretty neat. And then right above that, and this screen does rotate as well, which is kind of cool, so he can like look up at you. So if you're standing above him, he'll actually have the ability to point the camera up, just in case you're talking to somebody and you happen to stand up and walk out of the room. Astro will come chase after you and make sure that he can see you in view at all times. A couple buttons along the top of him here, plus a minus, and I guess that's like the do not disturb, sort of like the Amazon Echoes have. So volume up, volume down, and shut off everything, just in case you want some privacy or you don't want to trigger Astro in any way. I assume the word is Astro for this, not the Alexa word. So I assume that if you're across the house somewhere, you could probably be like, Astro, come here, you know, and he would probably roll his way over to you. I don't know how well that works, or if it works that way. I don't know if you have to be within sight of him in order for him to like actually come to you. Maybe you can tell him like, you know, Astro, come to the living room, and maybe he'll hear that and be like, oh, I gotta go to the living room now. I don't know exactly how that functionality works, but that's what we're gonna find out. If not on this video, on a future video where I do a more in-depth review of this product. Today is gonna be primarily just taking a look at it, getting it set up on a base somewhere, and then yeah, pretty much that'll be about everything for today, because there's gonna be a lot of functionality that this can do, and I don't wanna rush through it and try to give you the wrong information. So we'll look into that in a little bit. Let's take a look at this cup holder real quick. So I assume it just snaps in. Yeah, just like that. All right. That's kind of cool. So you can put a couple cups back here. You can take those around to you. Maybe you have some house guests over. You can just throw them there in the kitchen and then go off to the living room. Take the drinks with you. So that's pretty neat. I mean, that's pretty much all there is unboxing. And now we have to do the actual, like, plug in the base, charge it, set it up, and basically let him go about his thing, I guess. So we'll have to get him set up on the Amazon account. Now, when I bought this, I set it up where Amazon has what they call like an easy setup or something, where it allows you to have Astro already set up to your Amazon account when they ship it to you. So really this is already set up for me, for my household. So this is going to make the process a little easier for me to go through and set them up. It really should just be 1, 2, 3, and it's pretty much ready to go. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the camera. I'm going to bring this downstairs. We're going to set him up in his most likely permanent position, and then we'll see exactly what we need to do from there. So let's come back to you in just a minute. All right, well, here we are in what's most likely going to be Astro's permanent home. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to hook up the charging base to the wall, and then we're going to roll Astro onto the base and see how he does. So now this should all be covered in this first guide here, basically find a home charger. Now, once again, like I mentioned previously, is that they want you to have at least 1 foot on both sides of the charger. So this way there's no weird interference of when he's trying to get in or out of the charger. So we have a couple feet here, we're plenty fine, and we have more feet that way. So we should be perfectly fine. So all we're gonna do now is, I guess we're just gonna take the cable, hook it up to this, tidy it up on the back in the, you know, the cable wrap basically that's built into the charger. Very similar to all the, you know, the robot vacuums if you ever dealt with one of those. I mean, this seems to be a pretty relatively standard thing nowadays. So let's go ahead and get this cable unwrapped. And this actually looks like just a standard like AC cable that you would normally get on, you know, a lot of devices, computers, stuff like that, monitors. So it looks like a pretty standard 120 volt cable that you would normally get. The nice thing I do like is it does come with a 90-degree plug end. So this way it's, you know, pretty flush up against the wall when you do that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to put this right below the outlet. And this way it'll kind of be less wire that you would see, you know, hanging across the wall or the room there. So we're just gonna wrap this around as best as we can get it, and try to have as minimal amount of wire sticking out of the charging base here. So let's see what we can do there. All right, well, there we go. So that was pretty easy. Let me get Astro out of the way here. So we got the cradle pushed up against the wall. We got it plugged into an outlet. Cables wrapped cleanly around the back of the base, so this way you don't see it hanging out. This is pushed up firmly against the wall, so we're good there. Let's take a look at the next step just to make sure. Place the charger down, plug the cable in, place Astro in front of the charger facing away from the wall. Use the white areas of Astro to gently roll it back onto the charger until it settles onto this charging contacts. The Amazon Smile logo will appear on screen as Astro powers up. So let's go ahead and roll him back onto the base. That's it. It kind of just sits right there. Okay, so we're getting an Amazon logo here on the screen. So there we go. All right, so it took about 5 minutes for it to boot up. It said it was running some diagnostics, just making sure everything looks good. The screen now has tilted up a little bit into, I assume, its normal location. It's already tied to my Amazon account, which is very convenient. So it said right away on the first screen was, if this is you, hit OK, and that's that. So it knew right away it was me, which was convenient because now I skipped probably a bunch of the steps. Now it's at the welcome to Astro, you just agree and continue screen, the one that you just never really read anyway. So now it's loading up into the next screen. Verifying time zone, North America, Eastern time zone, perfect. We're gonna continue on. And we're just gonna kind of go through this process. Oh, look at this, Astro setup. Meeting Astro, about 5 minutes. Okay, getting to know you, about 15 minutes. That's interesting. Learning about your home, about 30 minutes, because it does have to do like a mapping of your home. So that's going to be kind of interesting if it has to run around and map the home out real quick. Then I believe you can actually set up on the map that it creates what room is which, and then you can tell them to, you know, go take a look at the kitchen, and it'll know which room is the kitchen based on that map that he creates and that you label for that. So let's go through this setup and, you know, see how long this takes. Astro, dance. Astro, flip a coin. All right, so that was the first part. Now we have to do the getting to know you part. Astro, what are you doing right now?
Say, Astro, take this to the kitchen.
Astro, take this to the kitchen. Now we're setting up a visual ID. So this way it recognizes us visually.
Let's get started by scanning your
Gotta do
face.
this. All right, create the visual ID now.
If there are more people for Astro to meet, select yes.
We'll do it later. Learning about your home. All right, so now it's asking us to pair with the mobile app. So you do have to download the Astro app on your phone. It's not just the standard app that you normally get with like Amazon. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the app. I'm hitting pair, and it says we can scan a QR code. All right, so we are paired. It's loading.
Astro is now going to practice docking. You'll hear a sound when Astro is successfully on the charger. Please stand at least 5 feet away.
I better back up. Don't roll over my papers. Move some stuff out of his way. Ooh, that was close. Over there. He's going for it. There you go. He made it.
Now Astro knows where to go when the battery needs to charge.
All right, so it looks like he successfully has docked on his charger. So I assume... Oh, there we go.
Astro will now learn how to get around your home.
All right, I'm going to clean some stuff up off the floor here, and then we are going to watch him go around the house. Astro, start exploring. He's got some speed to him. So it looks like Astro is just taking a look at the rooms, and he's just trying to get an idea. It's not like those robotic vacuums where they have to like go through every little nook and cranny of every part of the room. It looks like he's just really good at knowing where to avoid certain areas because of his size. He's just kind of getting a generic idea of each room and how they're laid out. And, you know, we live in an open floor plan house too, so I'm curious to see if he realizes, you know, the open floor plan. So he's going back into the kitchen right now. So I don't know if that is on purpose or if he'll figure it out. So he's only seen about half of the house, maybe. So he's got a lot more to explore here, so I won't know if he's gonna... Oh, now he's checking out... Oh! He's going off-roading! Alright, now he did okay with that, though. He hit the little tripod stand there. It's kind of funny. Alright, looks like he's coming back my way. Oh, watch out! Oh! Will he know what to do, though? He's not moving. Oh, he's thinking. Oh, I think I'm going to help him. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like I gotta start him over because he got stuck on there. All right, let me go do that. So I got my tripod off the floor now, so this way he won't get stuck on that again. I guess that's not a normal object to be laying around in normal houses, so it makes sense why he got stuck on it. So let's see what he does now. I don't know if he's gonna have to start over. He'll probably have to start over, I imagine, just to kind of get the layout of the house again.
Astro is now going to practice docking.
Oh, we're doing
You'll
docking
hear a
practice
sound when
again.
Astro is successfully on the charger.
All right, let's give him a few minutes to do this, and then we'll come back to it. So it looks like he didn't like that very much, because it said he was going to try to practice docking twice, and then he's just here now. So let me try this. Astro. Unable to dock. Astro needs to restart. Position Astro in front of the charger and roll it backwards onto the charger. And select restart. Ah, cool. So we get to try a restart command here. So we have to hold this. Alright, restart. Alright, so we're going to let him restart, and then we're going to try the docking practice thing again. Alright, so it took probably a good 5 or 6 minutes, but he's finally rebooted, and looks like he was running some diagnostics a minute ago, and now he's getting ready. So we'll just give him a few more minutes here, and hopefully he can do his run through the house again and see what he needs to map out here. It is telling me that it's unable to dock again, and wants me to restart. It looks like I'm going to have to do some work on this. Alright, so what I did is I ended up rolling him back out a little bit. It kind of felt like that one wheel was a little stuck, and then I rolled them back up. Everything seemed pretty free at that point, and then I restarted them. It restarted a lot quicker, went through the diagnostics a lot quicker, so that appears to be possibly the issue. So looks like he's docking himself perfectly fine now. It should prompt us again for the home exploration section of the setup, and then we will see what we can do. Be prompting us for the home exploration in a minute. Let's go back to that.
Time to explore.
Yep, there we are. All right, we're gonna give him his space, let him do his thing. Hopefully this time he won't get stuck on anything. He'll finish his exploration in a few minutes, and then we'll see what else needs to be done. I think that's about it, though. I think he'll be pretty good at that point. I might have to do some map labeling and make sure that he's comfortable with the names of the rooms and whatnot. So here he goes again. Move the tripod onto a chair there, so this way he doesn't get whacking into it again like he did. So he is moving on, and we'll touch base with you in a little bit after he's done with his exploration. So I've noticed now that he's actually come back to his docking station just to like check in almost with it. He goes around the house, he does a couple things, he comes back here, he kind of does his little check-in procedure, and then he gets some ambition to go back out. And I think he's doing this to learn all the different routes that he can take to go throughout the house. I think that is actually what he's doing during this process. Just kind of doing different routes and seeing how he can get back to his charger using these different routes. And this is probably how he won't get lost in like an open floor plan house like ours, is because of that. So just give him a little longer and see how he does. All right, it looks like Astro's setup is complete now. I think he's ready. Astro, what can you do?
Some things you can do with Astro are fun with Astro, intelligent motion, robot games, and more. Which would you like to try?
Fun with Astro.
You can say things like, Astro, play music and follow me. Oink like a pig, and don't blink.
Astro, oink like a pig. All right, everybody. Well, there you go. There is Amazon Astro in a nutshell, unboxed and set up for you. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it has some pretty decent functionality, which I'm going to put to the test over the course of the next 2 or 3, 4 weeks, depending. And then I'm going to do a full review of my ownership of it over the course of that short time, see how I like it, see if it's really useful, functional. I can't wait to try it remotely from somewhere else, so this way at least I can get a shot at how well the camera works, the telescoping camera. Telescoping? I did it again. Telescoping camera. And we're going to see exactly how well it functions, basically. Is it worth the price for this to have this around the house, or is the security worth it? Is the functionality of, you know, playing music or having the video screen, is it really worth all that? Well, we're gonna go over that in a future video when we do a full in-depth review of Amazon Astro. Well, anyway, I'd like to thank you very much today for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some sort of idea of whether or not this product is worth it. There's gonna be so much more functionality in the future for this product, so things will be changing. This is just the beginning for Amazon Astro, so that's really, really cool. I'd like to thank you very much again for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button just below. Hit the subscribe button, of course, to stay tuned to the channel for more Amazon Astro coverage in the future. Check us out on our website, techmotoring.com, on Twitter at techmotoring, facebook.com/techmotoring. Once again, thank you very much for watching today's episode. And remember, welcome to the future and welcome to Tech Motoring. And we'll see you on the next episode. Why are you making noises over here? Take it easy.